Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 4th. You have this new moon in Pisces. It says meditate and contemplate. You also have this full moon in Cancer. It says a personal issue reaches resolution. So if you're having an issue with a person, I feel, or a situation, that it will reach resolution here, Capricorn. You have the Eight of Wands, Hierophant, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands here. So the Hierophant is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. He communicates with both sides. And then you have the Eight of Wands, which would be communication. And so it's almost like the universe is trying to communicate with you. And I feel like you need to accept the opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's, it looks to me, and here's the other thing I will say, is that the Ace of Pentacles is the hand of God. It's like the universe or God or whatever you believe in is presenting you with an opportunity. And I feel that the Knight of Wands is kind of saying that you have to make it happen or you have to go for it. And I'm pretty sure I've been saying this to you for weeks. So I would say that, yeah, if there's something that you are trying to create, then I would go for it. The Ace of Pentacles is something that we have to nurture into existence. It is like a garden. We have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight, and it will grow. So you have the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands. And like I said, I would pay attention to any intuitive connection, any intuitive messages you're receiving with this energy. The Eight of Wands is something that's going to happen very quickly as well. So, again, if you accept this message, whatever message you're receiving, then it will probably be successful quickly and will probably move very quickly as well. For some of you, it could be love. I mean, you have the Four of Wands right next to this. And so the Four of Wands doesn't have to be marriage. It could be a quick commitment. It could be a quick, it could say that you're going to commit to a person quickly or whatever the case may be. You have the Ace of Pentacles, and like I said, this is, with the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands, this is clearly an opportunity that you are receiving from the universe, and it's right in front of you. So I think you just have to grab onto that pentacle and plant it. There's this garden right here, and the garden on the Ace of Pentacles, again, represents something that we have to nurture into existence. We have to water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight, and all that other good stuff. This could also be a really solid work opportunity, and money does look pretty good in this reading. You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is very spontaneous energy, so again, this might be a spontaneous opportunity for you where it's kind of random or comes out of nowhere, right? And I would pay attention to any opportunities that you're getting this week or anything that's being presented to you with the Knight of Wands, because again, the Knight of Wands, he might not necessarily have time to think or to put a ton of thought into something. And it could be anything. Again, your boss could be wanting to give you a raise or promotion, or maybe your boss wants you to transfer or something like that. And you might not have a lot of time to make a choice, but, this looks like a really good opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. So it's definitely something, that I would consider if I were you, for sure. Let's see. With the Hierophant and the Eight of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work, so he is being kind of celebrated by these two people for the work that he has done. So this could definitely be a work opportunity. There's a little bit of love here, but really I would say just based off of everything else that it could be an opportunity for you to, take control of a project, or, maybe your boss gives you the opportunity to lead a project. And if you are getting those opportunities, I would take them. This could also be just if you have a business, this could be an opportunity to show off. Maybe someone wants you to be on their podcast, or maybe someone wants you to do some work for them and they're going to brag about you or something. And again, I would be, if I were you, Capricorn, which I basically am because I have 900 planets in Capricorn, I would be looking for these opportunities. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. Again, more speed. The Eight of Wands, which we had here with the Hierophant, and the Knight of Swords are things happening very quickly. And the Knight of Swords also represents momentum and speed picking up. So I would pay attention to that. But really, normally I say with the Knight of Swords, don't rush, right? So, but I do feel like there is a difference between rushing something and something happening quickly. The Eight of Wands, there is a certain flow to the Eight of Wands. So what we want to pay attention to is that as long as something is flowing and moving in the right direction, then keep going, and it doesn't matter how fast it happens. The Knight of Swords is forcing something to happen. So there is a difference between those two things. And, again, if you feel like you have to force the opportunity, don't do it. If you feel like it flows, then do it. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So definitely could be divine counterpart coming in for you. Could be another earth sign. Could be any sign, general reading. I do like the King and Queen of Pentacles because usually they are two people who want something to work. They really, put in the work and put in the effort. My problem with those two is usually it's not spicy enough, so we'll have to see if some spiciness comes up in this reading, right? Next, in the area of the good, or what's coming in for you, you have this Panther Spirit. It says reclaim your power. You have a Starfish. It says open to infinite possibilities. Yeah, this is about breaking free from Pluto, which we always talk about with you, Capricorn. I think you're too used to things not working out in all areas of your life. And so I feel this is saying reclaim your power in the sense that you really need to realize that now you have unlimited potential because of what you have learned. And you need to use that potential to manifest or create something great in your life. And all you have to do is commit to your vision. Hierophant in the Four of Wands, even if this is not marriage, right? This could be you committing to anything. The Four of Wands says you need to commit to something you're trying to create or have in your life. Could be career, business, job, whatever. And as long as you're committed, you will reach the finish line. There's this finish line right here. And, I would just commit to making something happen. And I would stay flexible with the Knight of Wands, and also that Starfish says open to infinite possibilities. So it basically just means that you have to realize that there are many different ways that you can accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish, and that's what I would do with the Four of Wands. You have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from things that no longer serve you and walking towards who knows what. He doesn't even know what he's walking towards. He just knows that he's leaving these Eight of Cups behind because his life isn't feeling fulfilled. So I do feel that you are more focused on fulfillment, and I also feel that a lot of you, this might not be anything is kind of what I want to say here. What I mean is, I don't think we have to walk away from things with Eight of Cups. This could just say that you are looking for fulfillment, and that's more of the energy I get off of the Eight of Cups, is that maybe you feel like something is missing, like love, money, business, whatever, and, I feel like you are maybe now going on this journey of finding the missing cup or finding something that is more fulfilling. You have the Death card. So there are some changes that are coming in for you. Eight of Cups is a change. You have the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune. These are all cards of great change happening in your life. And you can see here that the King is dead underneath the Death Rider. The Death card, the King being dead is the death of establishment, the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius, where Pluto is going over, now between now and November 19th. Is all about the death of establishment. So I feel that there could be something that has been established in your life that is changing, but it could be anything. It could be a routine, could be a job, could be where you live. And, I feel that you're just in a time where you are making some big changes. But the Death card is always positive changes, and so is the Judgment card as well. With the Four of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely a change in your fortunes. We go this way, down on the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is showing up in the good stuff, and so the Five of Swords in the good stuff to me represents taking some sort of risk, or just taking a risk. I don't know, I'll just put it that way. And so I feel that some of you are taking a risk, which could change your fortunes, and obviously that would be a good thing. With the Eight of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. Yeah, there's your missing cup. So the Page of Cups would be your dream. It could be love, that you're dreaming of, but he has this cup, and he has this fish in the cup, and I always say that fish might not exist. That might be part of his imagination. And so for a lot of you, there might be something that you are wishing for or imagining or hoping for, and I feel that with the Page of Cups, that there's kind of part of your dream that you are searching for, like your dream life or whatever you think will bring you closer to your purpose, with the Judgment card as well. And I would just go on this journey. And here's the other thing as well that I didn't say. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands, I would again pay attention to flow. The Wheel of Fortune spins in whatever direction it wants, and we get to choose the direction of the wheel by doubling down on the good stuff, getting rid of the bad stuff just as quickly. The Wheel of Fortune, we can embrace the mystery as well. We have the Sphinx up here, which represents the mysteries of the universe. And so with the Wheel of Fortune, if we don't know about something, we have to learn about it. And if we do that, then we get the wheel to spin in the right direction. With the Death card, you have the Ace of Pentacles again. Yeah, you have a bunch of repeating cards. What's really funny is the repeating card thing always happens to Cancer. It almost never happens to you, and Cancer is your opposite sign. But so it's kind of funny to me that you have a bunch of repeating cards already. Repeating cards kind of say that you're going in the right direction. I look at it as confirmation for your path. It basically is confirmation for the reading, and just saying that the energy is correct, like you're aiming in the right direction. But this could also say that a change is going to bring an opportunity opportunity, which is probably, that's always true. If we make a change, like if we move or if we travel or if we go somewhere different or if we do something new opportunities become available. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this release card and this ego card. I feel like you just need to release your past life, right? With that judgment card. And, really that's all I'm getting here is that releasing. I don't really feel anything about ego, although I do feel that if we are attached to things from the past, it probably is ego that is attaching us to the past, right? If you think about it, really, I think the reason people are attached to exes, for example, is because it's like, how dare a person leave you? And, that is ego, right? So I'm not saying this is love. I'm just giving you an example here. I just think any of those past attachments could be ego driven. You have the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Swords. Judgment in this reading really says everything is in front of you. Everything is not behind you. These people are standing in these coffins, and the coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. And the card, I always say that Judgment card encourages us to completely let go of the past and to completely step into new opportunities, because those new opportunities will probably change your fortunes, with the Wheel of Fortune coming up twice. But we have to answer the call. And I was saying with the Eight of Wands and the Hierophant, that you are clearly getting communication from your higher self, or from your intuition, or you're receiving messages, and the Judgment card represents the same thing. You have the Wheel of Fortune again. I do feel like there could be a little bit of a fear that you have to face as well. We have this snake right here, and the snake can represent our vibration. So we can also get the wheel to spin in the right direction with our vibrations. But the snake can also represent fears. Snakes are guardians of portals, and so usually everything we want is on the other side of some sort of fear. It might not be like a big fear, but it's like if you like a person, for example, and it's like the reason we don't move towards people is because we are afraid that they won't like us. And so we have to face the fear to get the wheel to spin in the right direction. Same thing with like work or business. It's like maybe we have imposter syndrome, or maybe we feel like we're not good enough, or maybe we have money blocks, right? And so I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is encouraging you to work on those things that you're afraid of, because there's nothing to fear, and just in general, right? And I think it's encouraging you to get the wheel to spin in the right direction. You have the Three of Swords. Maybe some of you need to heal past heartbreaks as well. Three of Swords is really about forgiveness, and those swords are in your own heart. So we don't have to forgive a person directly. We just have to forgive persons or situations, whatever hurt you. We just have to forgive them in our heart, and then we can remove those swords, and then we can open our heart back up. So I would definitely encourage you to heal, or do whatever you can to heal with the Three of Swords. I think that will help you the most. With the Judgment card, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're doing things the hard way. Here's the thing. I think when we suffer for too long, Pluto in your sign, Pluto in Capricorn is very difficult. It's, it'll never happen again. Most people never experience it. It takes 285 years or whatever it is for Pluto to come back to a sign. So, most people never experience Pluto in Capricorn. And, it's as close to Earth as it can be when it's in Capricorn. And it's very challenging. So the problem with that is I think when we get used to things being challenging, then even when things aren't challenging, we still live as if things are challenging. And so I feel like the Ten of Wands is saying, don't think that things have to be so hard. Try to look for easier solutions, and, try to make things easier, because it doesn't have to be so hard. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Ten of Cups. Yes, fortune after difficulty, happy home, happy family. Again, if you're looking for love, this is amazing. Very positive. Ten of Cups is like true happiness and everything you want and desire. So this could be a very strong connection. I'm also getting here on the Ten of Cups that, this is just a good card for your community or people in your life. So you could be getting a lot of support from, the people in your life or the people that are around you. With the Three of Swords, you have the World. The World can definitely represent some sort of accomplishment coming in for you here, Capricorn, and it can also say that you're reaching some sort of goal, which I do feel with the World card. The World, of course, is your card as well, so whenever you show up as yourself, it kind of puts you in a position of power and strength. You show up here twice, Queen of Pentacles and the World. So showing up as yourself really helps you get what you want from the reading. I also feel that you could just be crossing through a portal. We in the Major Arcana, we go from the Fool to the World, and then we start over again as the Fool. So it looks to me like there is a new beginning. It could be in love, could be in some other area of your life that you love as well. So, it could be connected to your heart is what I'm trying to say. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says, there is hope ahead. Yeah, there you go. It says, have courage and take heart, for there is hope. You have this spend time in nature. It says, let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. Yes, I think there is a lot for you to be excited and hopeful for in the future. You're, again, leaving Pluto and Capricorn behind very, very shortly here, November 19th. So mark that day on your calendar. I think it'll be a much better time for you. You have the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. The Six of Pentacles is equal give and take, and so I feel for a lot of you, you need to pay attention to the flow, like we said, with the Eight of Wands, and also I would say the whole entire top row, and the Wheel of Fortune. I think the things that flow are just going to be things that work better for you in life, and the things that don't flow are going to be things that cause problems in your life, and I would, again, pay attention to the flow with the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is also a great card for, like, investments. You know, it's like, but I'm not talking about money necessarily, although it could be. You know, really it's a card of, like, the time that you put into things and what you get out of things, and this could just be you getting into a time where you're getting more for the energy you put into things. You have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is kind of like stabilizing your finances, card of wealth, and money definitely, I think, is definitely going to improve for you during Pluto and Aquarius. Now, you're going to have to work for it, but I wouldn't necessarily work hard either for it. I would make sure you're working efficiently. I would also say that I would make sure you are using your skills. And this isn't necessarily like a skill that, like, you think. Like, you might have a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability that could make you very successful. And, you know, he has a skill, he has something that he's very good at. He has these grapes on his cloak, and he uses that skill to create his wealth. So I think you need to kind of use your skills. Like I said, I think this could be a person as well, for those of you that are looking for love, and it looks like something that could be very long-term. But again, no spicy energy here, which I think is missing. So I don't know what, we'll see when we pull cards. It is coming up in the good stuff, though. You have the Five of Swords, definitely a risk you have to take. I'm pretty sure, like, the past 10 readings that I've done for you have said that there's clearly some sort of risk that you have to take, where you're going to have to, you know, really go for something or put yourself out there. I feel like you need to realize that you have learned a lot. You know, there is a theory that all three of these guys are the same person, even though they look different. You know, it is basically the stages that he has gone through, where he has, you know, in the past, he was sad about a loss, and he just is grieving a loss. In this position here, he has learned how to walk away from things. And then in this position here, he's the winner. And he's the winner because he's learned how to walk away from things, right? And it's like, that is when we truly win. No matter what it is, like love, money, whatever, when we learn that if something isn't right, we need to walk away. And that is usually when we attract the right thing, because we have learned to not sacrifice our needs or our wants or desires or whatever. And so I feel like you have learned that lesson, is what the Three of Swords is really saying in this reading, or the Five of Swords, sorry. And the Three of Swords, because they come up right next to each other, so it kind of makes sense. And sorry, that was a terrible shuffle there, so let's do that again. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is about following your heart, which again makes sense with the Six of Pentacles. Like, if you're investing in something and it doesn't fulfill you, walk away. And I feel this is saying pay attention to your heart. With the King of Pentacles, yeah, there we go. There's the wand that we were looking for, Capricorn. So wouldn't even worry about it, like I said. So I feel there will be plenty of spiciness between you and a person. These wands is out with the old, in with the new. And I feel a lot of you could be embracing new ideas in work or business as well, which probably will increase your wealth. With the Five of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. Yeah, really good. If you want love, this could be like a soulmate. You know, Six of Cups is a soulmate type energy. I don't really read it as a person coming back from the past. I know a lot of people do, but that's not really what it represents. It just represents thinking about the past. But it can also represent like a very childlike, playful connection. So there could be like a very childlike, playful person that's coming in for you with that Six of Cups energy. The Six of Cups can also represent a gift from the universe. Usually the gift we receive from that card is overcoming obstacles. You have this Charity card. This card kind of says that you feel like the universe is being more fair. We talked about it, Pluto moving into Aquarius. I think you will feel just more fairness. You have this Drama card. I would avoid all drama at all costs. We have Mars going retrograde in Leo at the end of the year, and we are getting closer and closer. So Mars retrograde is a terrible time to deal with any drama or challenges or anything like that, and I would just avoid it at all costs. Next, you have this bluff card. Again, I think that people are, a couple of your past readings have really said that people are seeing you take your place in the world, and, people could be noticing you more. This is a card of like calling people's bluff, like doing something that you said you were going to do, basically. And so I really, that's really what I feel here. I feel like people are seeing you kind of like take your place in the world. You have this inspiration card. Yeah, I mean, we're in a time of inspiration. Pluto and Aquarius is inspiration. So I would follow your inspirations. Anything you feel inspired to do, I would do it with this energy for sure. Next, you have this risk. You can't make that up here, Capricorn. Are you kidding me? Definitely some sort of risk that you have to take. I feel like if you take the risk, you're going to be happy that you did. So there you go. But this looks very good, Capricorn. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.